Well, hello. I just wanted to give you an update. If you have watched my channel at all, you know we've had Bigfoot activity on our property for a while, and it happens usually, it starts in October. Well, since last year, we have put a lot of motion lights out, a lot of spotlights, a lot of cameras all the way around our house, and so we haven't had a lot of activity near our home. And in fact, I think they moved a little further down the road. According to one of my other videos where my husband and I went exploring, we found a big X sign on down a little further than the trail they used to walk that lined our property. So they may have moved a little bit because I got smart and took everybody's advice and got some spotlights up and things. I think I am going to take a trip down to the river soon to see if I can see any signs around the river that I can make a video to show you guys. Probably this coming weekend, if it's not raining. It seems like every weekend it's cold or raining or something. But anyway, I did catch something yesterday. I was sitting on my back deck early in the morning doing my devotional, and I was writing in my journal, and I was sitting there listening to all the birds because I just put bird seed out and everything. And I heard these loud knocks. Well, they went on for a while, and I could hear in the distance some other knocks were answering them. Now, I don't know if any of you other Bigfoot researchers or anything know that. Do they communicate like that? Because this was almost, it reminded me of Morse code or something. Knock, 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 knock. I mean, it was just strange the way it sounded, almost like a language. It may have not been, but you know, I thought, wow, I can't believe this. And it dawned on me, you've got your camera out here. And all of a sudden, so I ran down off the deck, and you will hear, just as the video starts, after I stop yapping, the first knocks. Now, after that, there are responses to the loud knocks every time. But the birds over my head are making so much noise, you really have, it would be best if you got your headphones on or something, your earbuds, and listen that way so you can hear the responses that happen. When I walked further out in the yard, it stopped. I don't know if they saw me or what. I don't know if they do this routinely. We've had knocks in our yard when we took our dogs out last year that was just one loud ka-wham on the side of a tree. I've heard that twice. Once when I was by myself, and then once when my husband went with me outside. And that last time, he goes, "What was that?" And I said, "I told you we had a Bigfoot out here." He was kind of skeptical, but now I think he's beginning to see that, Now, we have a lot of acorns falling right now. So I can't distinguish between acorns and rocks being thrown. And I haven't seen a rock hit the ground in front of me. So I'm kind of thinking we haven't had any rocks being thrown since we got the club that was left here last year at the end of the season, that I think they were letting me know, I'm not going to hurt you. You know, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm putting down my weapon. I think that's what they meant, because they haven't bothered us this year. It may be also because I have upped my faith and standing against spiritual darkness on my property. And if they are spiritually dark at all, that could be a reason. But I did get some knocks the other day on rocks. Click, 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 click. And when I went, "I hear ya," it didn't do it again. So if it was some animal, they would have to have hands. I've already looked up that what can click rocks together, what bangs rocks together, and what came up was primates. And we already know that Bigfoot is probably part primate anyway. So, with that being said, that's all I've had on the property. I have smelled the horrible smell that comes every year when he's around. I also smelt, one day I was outside and smelt a very strong urine smell, and it passed by me. Now, that was the same smell I smelled last year at the back deck when I had the window open at night, when the next day I went out and found the club. So, and I had even made a comment to my husband, I smell the strongest urine smell. It was sort of like urine and sulfur together. So I was wondering, if these are interdimensional creatures, like a lot of us have began to believe they are, they could be standing right in front of you and you wouldn't know it unless they wanted you to see them. And I really believe they are a spiritually mixed creature. There may have been some real full-blood Bigfoot that God created way back, but I don't know about this one here, because there's too many spiritually weird things that happen when they're around that doesn't make sense. They act like spirits sometimes. They'll make you think you're seeing things if you do see them. And I have seen one time. Now, I know a lot of Bigfoot people do not believe like that. I'm not saying it all Bigfoot are mixed in with this weirdness, but I think the ones we have around here are. And plus we do live on Native American territory, close to the Trail of Tears, and I know that there's always been a bunch of spiritual activity in this area we live in. In fact, a minister friend of ours was trying to bring a minister from another country into this area where we live, and he said, "Don't take me in there. There's too many bad spirits in there." That's what he said. Now, he's from another country where he's dealt a lot with bad spirits, and so he didn't want to come into this area. Now, we live in a gated community. It's up on a hill. It's beautiful, but it can get really, really scary out here sometimes, and that's all right. I have the Lord, so I don't worry about it too much, but sometimes things happen. You just have to keep fighting against it. Okay, if I have any other things that happen, I'll let you know, but I hope you enjoy listening to the knocks on here, and let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate you subscribing. I love you to leave your comments. I'll try to answer you as soon as I find them, as soon as I see them. And anyway, I'll be putting up here more as I have something that's interesting to tell you. All right, God bless everybody. Be good to one another.